epigenetic changes are nowhere near as advanced as the genomic studies on migraine. So that's been undergoing for quite some time, the genomic studies. We have a big consortium that works together to pull all the cases and controls together and give us sufficient power to work on it. In terms of epigenetics, there's only been a fairly small number of studies looking at epigenetics and migraine. And when we think about migraine, even though we've identified a number of genes that play a role, and we know there's a significant genetic component, all the genes we've identified still don't seem to account for why everybody gets migraine or why there's, the term is the hereditability of migraine. So in actual fact, there must be some either other genes or other factors that play a role, potentially genetic factors. So one of these could be epigenetic factors. And epigenetics is something that is not so much changing the underlying DNA sequence. What it's doing is actually an overlay over the DNA sequence. So it's a modification on top of the DNA sequence that can affect what genes are expressed, which are repressed and which are stimulated, or which ones present different outcomes in terms of expression. So it can have a very big effect on genes and could also, because it's inherited, a number of these epigenetic traits can be inherited as markers through generations. It could also have an impact on our genetics. The other thing is that epigenetics interacts very strongly with the environment. So things like diet or lifestyle or aging or hormonal levels or stress levels can all affect the type of methylation patterns that result in epigenetic changes to which genes are expressed at different life stages or lifespan stages, and also how much they're expressed. So epigenetics could be that kind of one of the things that plays an important role in the missing heritability, and we think may also contribute to who's inheriting migraine and who's expressing migraine and how is it running from one generation to the next as well.